Well,
Super Geek!
What's up, you guys? This is Mike here, the Copeland here, playing Conscious Body Morph,
And we're here to review The Amazing Spider-Man 2 for you! Amazing Spider-Man 2!
bitches!
For you! So let's talk about, okay, full disclaimer, full spoilers are in this video. We're going to talk
Like
about,
always.
we're going to talk about the stories, we're going to talk about characters, and we're probably going to get sidetracked like we usually do. So it's probably going to be a non-professional, non-good Spider-Man 2 review.
Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Amazing Spider-Man 2 review in the... Your socks in the camera. Anyway, let's start the review. First we have... Is it Tobey Maguire as Peter Parker? No, that's the fucking original Spider-Man.
Kiss my foot.
Wrong Spider-Man. Did we do a review on the original Spider-Man?
Kiss my foot.
Anyway, The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Let's talk about it. We have Spider-Man, played by Peter Parker, played by...
What?
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 Well, Spider-Man, who's Peter Parker, and he's trying to get to the friend zone. I mean... Wait, what? He's trying to get out of the friend zone, but he keeps putting himself in the friend zone because his dad's ghost and shit. Okay, this film has a lot going on in it, and that's probably one of the biggest problems in the film. It has so much to do that you have to set up Peter Parker and Gwen Stacy love each other. You have to set up what happened in the last film, which really they simplify. Like, Dr. Connor's crazy, trying to make people lizard. Gwen Stacy's dad die. Then you have Peter Parker and then you have Peter Parker's dad and his mom's story going on, and that's... We'll get to that. So the story is that Peter Parker wants to get out of the friend zone, but he keeps putting himself in the friend zone, and then Electro comes in and he's got electric powers because lizards bit his teeth or some shit like that. Then you got Rhino, who's played by a cartoon. Then you got emo Ben Affleck.
What?
I'm trying to do so much. See, he's got so much in it. Then you got emo Norman Osborn. He's not emo, but he's got that emo haircut. Not really, but...
Harry Osborn, you mean?
Harry Osborn, not Willem Dafoe's not in this film.
Yes, Harry Osborn you're talking about, you...
Okay, let me just nitpick here for a second. Norman Osborn's barely in this film. So do you know what? So, like, just for shits and giggles, have Willem Dafoe reprise his role as Norman Osborn. Fucking shits and giggles. It's like, have Willem Dafoe in the film and he's like, I'm Willem Dafoe, I'm dying, dead. I'm dying of death, dead. That's it. Like, you're not in it for very long, so just have Willem Dafoe and it'd be fucking hilarious, because I love Willem Dafoe.
Same.
And he was perfect as Green Goblin.
The truth!
And then he died.
Willem Dafoe was a fucking awesome Green Goblin, and that's nothing, and that's the truth.
He's so
The whole
entertaining.
truth, and nothing but...
The itsy spider came up on the goblin's balls. Down came the... So you got Harry Osborn in the film, and then you've got Norman Osborn, who's not in the film for the most part, except his head, which is cut out. Give it. You get it? You get the joke? You get the joke?
What?
Okay, let's talk about the fucking characters. First, you have Peter Parker, who's Spider-Man. Derp. Then you have Gwen Stacy, who's hot. Then you have
We're originally gonna have Mary Jane in the film.
you were gonna have Mary Jane, but she got cut for time, which is stupid. Then you
And
ha-
she looked kind of hot in that film.
yeah, hopefully she would be less dazzle and more
Yeah.
character. Then you have Harry Osborn. Then you don't have Norman Osborn. Then you have that guy who sounds like Willem Dafoe, but it's not Willem Dafoe, and he has a hat, and he's in the end of the film. Then you have the Rhino, and then you have Django, Blue Django Unchained. Who played Electro in this film?
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx. You have Jamie Foxx. I love Jamie Foxx.
Willem Dafoe. Sorry, I'm watching the final fight from Spider-Man 1.
Okay, I'll continue to review Spider-Man 2. The Amazing Spider-Man 2. So, let's talk about the characters. There's so many that a lot of them do get simplified. Jamie Foxx's character got simplified to being obsessed, now he's crazy. There's a German stereotype in there which I can't stand. His accent. I hate shitty accents. Like, this German character has one of the worst accents ever. Where the fuck did this character come from? He's like, yeah, me German, yeah, Electro, yeah, me German, me dick German. Then he gets put on an electric tube for some reason. Electro, who looks awesome, when he turns into, when he's Max, he's kind of boring, really. He's like, nothing really interesting happens, but like Jamie Foxx is a good actor, so he's able to work from it, so he makes it interesting. Even though when you look at it from hindsight, it's kind of stupid. Then you get him turned into Electro, which is definitely my favourite scene in the film, where he, you know, he just shocks Spider-Man, and then Spider-Man sprays him with water, and that's it. So this film has too much to set up that it doesn't do a lot of it right. You have to set up that Peter Parker and Gwen Stacy love each other. You have to set up that Harry Osborn's going crazy. You know, he's dying because plot demands it. And you know he's not going to die because plot demands it. And you got Electro in there. Then you got not Rhino, because he's not Rhino for most of the film. He's also not in most of the film for most of the film.
Try saying that 5 times fast.
I'm not going to try. And then you just got you got 3 villains in this film. Pretty much.
Actually, technically.
Pretty much just one. Okay, we're going to spoil the ending right now. Electro turns into Electro. He gets defeated thanks to the help of Peter Parker's scientist and then Gwen Stacy's hotness, and then that sounds really weird. Gwen Stacy does electrical smarties to cool things and destroys Electro for somehow. And then
look who pops up next.
And then Green Goblin comes in to kill Gwen Stacy and then disappear until.
I kind of like Green Goblin in this film.
Okay, let's talk about the design. Electro looks really good as his design. Spider-Man looks like more like Spider-Man. I prefer the suit from Spider-Man from the. Okay, let's compare the suit from Spider-Man 1, the Tobey Maguire films, and the new ones now. I prefer the suit from this one. Like, the original Spider-Man suit, it looks good for his time, but it's just... I don't know, there's something about it which I'm not a big fan of. I don't know, I'm not... I like the suit and all, but it's just like... I prefer the Spider-Man suit you get in this one. It's a lot more, you know, simple, it doesn't have to be overcomplicated. And it looks nice, it's got nice colour in it, and the colour really shines through and all that goody stuff. So I like the design of the Spider-Man suit. It looks different from this one. In the first one and this one, it looks different. It's not really a big change to go, it's too different, it sucks. It's not really that much. Like, little details are different. And then you got Electro, who looks really good. When he's Electro, he looks like you can see through his head somehow. You can see all the electricity just in human form. It looks really good. It looks really, really good.
And the best part, he's not naked.
Yes. When has Electro ever been naked?
Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions.
The best part, he's not naked.
Ew, man.
So you don't get to see electrical. Let's move on to the Green Goblin. I like the Green Goblin's design in this. They put a lot of effort into it, despite it barely being in it.
I don't have more Goblin.
I don't know how they're going to put the Green Goblin. Okay, in the film, Harry Osborn injects himself with plot, and it turns him into Green Goblin because plot does that to you when the plot demands it. And so he turns into Green Goblin in a scene that will hurt your eyes.
His eyes.
My eyes. Like the scene. This is the scene. I don't like this scene. The scene is like Harry Osborn gets injected with this plot device thing, and it turns him into
a serum.
I don't understand what's going on. He's slowly transforming, and then the next scene he's okay. And like he gets into the suit, but like other time this scene's happening, the lights keep flashing on and off, like bright, dark, bright, dark, bright, 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 and it flashes so much that it's gonna hurt your eyes. Every time I watch this scene, I have to cover my eyes because it hurts them. It really hurts my eyes. It's really bad. It's not. And then when he comes in, he comes in and kills Gwen Stacy, which is really sad. Because I didn't think they were going to kill Gwen Stacy. I was hoping they weren't going to kill Gwen Stacy. Like, fuck Mary Jane, keep Gwen Stacy.
Well, look what
She's not only a better character than Mary Jane in the first Spider-Man film, she actually, you know, she's not a damsel in distress.
She actually does fucking something.
I think the only time she was a damsel in distress was actually in this film, and that's when she died. Oh.
You spun your last web, Spider-Man.
So in that, and the film has got, I think it's Paul Giamatti plays Rhino. I've heard
Who?
that. Paul Giamatti, he's like an actor.
Who?
I don't know much about the actor. But he plays Rhino, and he plays in like a cartoon. And I don't... And let's talk about the Rhino for a second. The Rhino design looks robotic. Okay, back to Green Goblin. The Green Goblin design, it makes him look like like a goblin.
Like a proper goblin.
A goblin if he was mixed. If you got a goblin and then you got like a Master Chief, and you just merged them together and it didn't look shit like Master Chief. It looks like I think it's Green Goblin in this film. They never call him Green Goblin. They never even call him Goblin.
No, just call him Harry.
He's barely in the film for anybody to give him a name. Like he's like, I'm Electro. Like, I'm gonna kill your girlfriend.
Yeah,
I like his laugh as well. Like, it's like a Green Goblin laugh without trying to be a Joker rip-off laugh.
Green Goblin has a better laugh than the Joker.
I think so.
Oh, good. Someone who's not blind.
Actually, here's a fun fact. In the Spider-Man animated series, Hobgoblin was voiced by the same voice actor who voiced the Joker.
Mark Hamill.
Yeah,
I knew that.
yeah, he voices. So technically, it could be the Green Goblin laugh. If you don't know, it could be the Goblin laugh. Why isn't the Hobgoblin ever in any of the films?
Because he's not...
Because Green Goblin's better.
I can actually like Hobgoblin.
I like Hobgoblin mainly because it's Mark Hamill. That's
like
the only reason why. The only reason why.
Oh, you're a piece of shit.
I like Mark Hamill. So the story in this film goes here, there, everywhere. I'm going to talk about the scene I didn't like, which is the Peter Parker mum-dad scenes. Mainly dad, because fuck women. No, that's not what I meant. Well, I don't like this scene because it just doesn't fit in the film. I don't care for Peter Parker's dad. I don't care if he's like a secret agent, if he's a dick, if he's a good guy, if he's a bad guy, we get it. He's a good guy, but he does bad things because he's an idiot. Even though he's a smart scientist. I don't give a shit about his dad. I don't give a shit about the mom because she dies in less than 10 minutes into the film. It's like, I don't care. I just really don't care about the story between people. If you wanted it endless in the first Spider-Man film, because that's when it was brought up and that's when it wasn't ended. It should have been ended there.
Don't worry, just dumbass neighbours.
I did like that scene, but the movie's got enough problems as it is. It does make the scenes feel a bit, weird. First you have the I love you Gwen Stacy scene, then you have the... Okay, here's a perfect example of that. After Electro dies, Spider-Man goes up to Gwen Stacy and says England. Really?
The fuck?
It's because she's going to England if she gets through this test, because that's what happens. Like, it really shows you how much the scenes just switch in and out of... Oh, Electro. Oh, Rhino. Oh, England. Oh, Gwen Stacy. Oh, Peter Parker. Oh, dead. The scenes do feel a bit disconnected from... They don't blend well together. First you have the Spider-Man humour, which is there. It's really good. And then you have like the Gwen Stacy, which is there. He's really good. I think they give too much to Gwen Stacy and Peter Parker. We can get the gist of it. He likes her, she likes him. Things separate them, and in the end, shit goes down. It's a movie that you should. It's a movie you should watch because it does feel overpacked. It definitely does feel overpacked, but it's not as bad as Spider-Man 3.
I like Spider-Man 3.
I don't like Spider-Man 3.
Sandman was the best part though.
Sandman was the best part.
I also really like New Goblin.
New Goblin was good in it for all 10 minutes he was in it.
Come on, he was definitely in it for more than fucking 10 minutes.
I don't know. He was in it for... Okay, not counting Harry, just counting New Goblin. When he's in the New Goblin suit and he acts like New Goblin, there's the scene at the beginning and there's the scene at the end.
And the scene in the middle.
Well, that's near the end. No, it isn't. It is in the middle.
You know the one where he just
Right.
demands Mary Jane to, dump Peter?
Oh yeah, that's the scene.
So,
That's a stupid thing from Mary Jane. Like, dump Peter, and if you don't dump Peter, I'll kill him. Then dump Peter, then I'll kill him. She's like, okay, just don't kill him. Okay. So there's a stupid. Worst scene in that film is when he starts dancing like an emo goth. Like,
Peter.
Yeah, stupid scene.
I just found myself laughing awkwardly, like...
That's because it is an awkward thing to laugh at. So, Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Goblin was a shit.
The Amazing Spider-Man 2, what would you give it out of 10?
8.
I would give it a 6 out of 10.
I would have given it higher had the ending not been so bullshit.
Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room. For us, the elephant in the room. Okay, for those of you who don't know, the ending got switched out. Originally, the ending was going to be Peter Parker mourning Gwen Stacy's death, and then there's a ghost dad comes in and... Ghost dad? Then Peter Parker's dad comes in and says, cheer up, son. Shit happens. And then he says, with great power... Then he says the iconic line, with great power comes great responsibility. They switched that out to build up the Rhino.
The fuck?
They pretty much switched it out just so they can have Rhino in there for one more scene.
That was my biggest strike with this fucking
The
whole
ending...
film.
Okay. Okay, let's talk about the ending we got. Peter Parker mourns Gwen Stacy's death for months and months and stops being Spider-Man in it. But then... something happens, and then there's this... Then Rhino's terrorizing town, and then Aunt May gives him a convenient talk about... Okay, does Aunt May know he's Spider-Man or not? I don't know. It'd be fucking awesome if she did. That would be awesome.
I definitely like Aunt May in the Amazing Spider-Man series more than the other.
Okay, the original Spider-Man series is... The original Spider-Man Aunt May. She's a nice old lady. That's the Aunt May they were going for. In that regard, it's more traditional to the comics, but I prefer the Aunt May in this. It's because she's not that old in this as she is in the original Spider-Man series. Peter Parker's not that old as in the original Spider-Man from the original Spider-Man trilogy. So he still lives with her because he's still not old enough to get a job or anything like that. He's still yeah. So she's more trying to get more. She actually does stuff. She works at a hospital for some reason, and then she has that really emotional scene where Peter Parker's trying to find out where his family is or some shit like that, and then she sees the wall, and then she gets really emotional with it. Like, you prefer them over me, and I'm the one who looked after you, playing you. Where were they? Where were they? And like, I'm doing it just justice, but that was one of the best scenes in the film. I think that's one of my favorite. I think that's my favorite Aunt May scene throughout the entire Spider-Man films.
All of them.
All of them. That's like a really done well scene, and like really emotional. Really, like, it's one of the things which stays, stays on the scene. Doesn't like, oh, Gwen, like Peter Parker, Aunt May. We don't see much of her, and I don't think that's a big complaint. Like, everybody's like, oh, what? That Spider-Man film was good, but it didn't have much of Aunt May. Wouldn't it have changed? Like for when Aunt May's in there, she's good in the film. I like her. But back to the ending. The ending is that Aunt May gives Peter a talking to, which is convenient because like she wants to throw away Uncle Ben's stuff, but she's not going to throw it away. She's going to put it in the attic because she is a part of her. And that's pretty much what you can't throw away Spider-Man because you've made it a part of you. You can't throw it away anymore. So that gives him enough inspiration somehow to go out there and be Spider-Man. And well, then we get stupid little kid go under the fucking. I hate kids in films, honestly. They can't act, they're shit, they annoy me. And stupid little kid goes under the fucking barricade and then runs out to the Rhino, puts on a shitty Spider-Man mask, and is like, and then we get real Spider-Man, the one we came here to see, and he's like, go back home to your mum, you're a stupid idiot. He doesn't say that, and then he gets like the top of a sewer plate, and then end shot in the trailer. This scene will look good in the trailer, even though it's the end shot and nothing after this happens. And then that's how it ends. Not as good as Ghost Dad, saying with great power comes great responsibility. And just there to set up the Rhino, which is stupid. I don't like destroying an emotional ending just to build up a character that you're not going to use half the book time. So I give it a 6 out of 10. There's definitely room for improvement, and if you haven't have so many things mushed together, like mushed them all together, it would have been a much better film. The big problem with this film is that it's got to be its own film, but it's got to sell other films for it, and that's a big problem, and that's like the biggest problem in the film. But in the end, it's a really fun film, and I still enjoyed it. And but it's like, look, I admit there's so much wrong with it, but it's still a good film. I still would watch it. I still buy it on DVD. So yeah. And that's me and Mike's review of The Amazing Spider-Man 2. If you think we're idiots, you're probably right. So, with that said, I'm Marv. This is my buddy Mike watching William Dafoe. And we'll see you on the next video, whatever the fuck you make. Bye.